Alright, hey guys, we're back. Masters tournament here, and I'm going to get started with hole number 1 here. We're going to make a revision on what I did yesterday. So I do believe I took Kingmaker. I'm pretty sure I used Apocalypse. We're going to follow suit with that. So nothing going to be new there. We're just going to, if I remember correctly, I just barely hit the rough. Let's see what this division looks like. 13, it's not bad. Not bad. We can see that we are safe at the 8 under number. Well, maybe. But does he have an Alba? Nope. Only 2 eagles. We're not going to be safe at the 8 number. So I got to shoot 7 under just to be on the safe side. You know, one of these other guys could technically qualify, but we're not going to bank on that happening. So what you're going to see me try to do on this hole is just try to make minor tweaks on what I did yesterday. Keep in mind, we had an angled wind. It's pointed to the left and into the wind. So, you know, we're going to try to set up our ball guide to kind of stay to the right and be a little bit long because the wind effects are going to kind of push it over to the hole on its own. So one of the reasons that we're playing the shot that we're playing is because it requires very little effort. There's no curl that we're going to really be using. It's all going to be about wind play and ring adjustment. And if I remember correctly, I went very close to 1 per ring yesterday. Wasn't quite enough. We are going to try to go similarly. I remember I was within a yard or 2 of where I needed it. So we're going to try to do very similar to what I did yesterday with just a tiny bit longer land zone. I might take off just a touch of the backspin. I am a little worried about 4 bars being maybe just too much, depending on how big the wind is though. So it looks like here we'll be second. The wind's only going to be a 10. You know, we are going to try to, you know, I really don't recommend bringing this. I would bring, like if I was this guy, you know, if I had to choose between a Apoc 3 and Thor's Hammer, anything, I'm going to pick Thor's Hammer. It's going to have a little bit better accuracy. Addition to that, it also has the backspin that it needs. So, you know, I don't think you need quite 4 bars when you have a headwind like this. In fact, we're going to try to probably skate by with maybe about 3.5. I just want to make sure that I can get the proper run out. I'd rather give this a chance to get to the hole as opposed to just stopping it short. So I think we're going to try for 3.5 just to see what that looks like here. And kind of do it like this, full side spin. And, you know, I'm just trying to anticipate, you know, make that ball guide kind of be up towards the fringe, you know, long and right, you know, intentionally. So you can see I'm kind of aiming long and right intentionally. Aside from that, we're just going to pull right around 10 rings. So there's 5, 10. There you go, 1 more for good luck. Let's go 11. We are going into power and we are hitting to a lower elevation. So something worth keeping in mind when you're setting up. And it's still not quite enough. You can see very, very close, but you can see that, you know, that's almost probably pretty spot on spin-wise. I had that going right at the hole. Maybe 3.25 on my adjustment, and I might just want to overplay the rings even more. So let's think about this in terms of percentage, just in case you're not using my exact clubs. Apoc 7 for me is 1.3 per ring. If I play it 25% less than that, it's probably spot on what I need to do. So similarly for you guys, if you guys play it 25% less, it's probably also pretty spot on for you guys as well. So at 25% less, we're looking at, you know, in my case, you know, 0.95-ish on a ring adjustment. It's relatively close, and you might want to, with your backspin, just come off of it a little. You know, 3.25, 3 is probably the number. So you know, yeah, that's about it. That should get you guys in the ballpark. You can see what I'm going to try to do here. Crank up the backspin a little bit more, and the big thing about the backspin, you can see it's so downwind that it's just going to kind of take off. I'm also going to try to get it just a little bit more right of this as well. So you might see me use a little bit more of a max ring adjustment here. Almost 11 rings here. Just a little bit extra curl. You know, I'm just trying to anticipate the way that the ball's going to project after it lands. So I do expect it to land much longer. So you can see it still goes into the green. Even though I was kind of stopping it and keeping it short, it still goes into the green. So I want you guys to be aware of that. Oh, don't rob me. That was a beautiful shot. I can't believe that was coming in perfect. I mean, this is Masters. This is... Oh, you hit it that good. And it comes in that perfect. You gotta give it to him. I mean, that was just a nice looking shot. But you know, just keep that in mind when you're also playing your shootouts or whatever. You know, it looks like what I'm doing with the ball guide makes no sense, but it's because I'm thinking about what the ball's going to do after it lands. I can see, I just know that it's going to, you know, expand the ball guide out. And I'm just, you know, using that to my advantage in order to play the necessary, you know, spin and ring adjustment there. So good luck there, guys, with that first hole. And catch you guys on hole number 2 here coming up momentarily, right after